Good evening, all. Today's my topic is about rights, duties, liabilities of partners. Many of times we all jump into startup companies with our friends or ex-colleagues or with family and relatives. We often share new ideas with each other and we want to start immediately any new businesses even. So, with our small ideas, we want to achieve great accomplishments, and then to reach highest level will be our goal. At that moment, we all form a group and we all want to work together with positive ideas and with more excitement. But eventually, once after growing up, the company starts earning lots of profits. But by that time, it will be too late to bifurcate each one's responsibilities, rights, and duties because all of us, every single person, I mean, into the group, will be contributing some amount of capital into that startup company. And even we share many more ideas to grow the company. It can be an application innovation, or it can be any product innovation, or maybe it is normal service company. But once after starting the company and once after earning huge profits, we might get into dilemmas while sharing the profits and also while taking the accountability for the loss and liabilities that company is facing. Especially in this new era, new students also gathering together with more positive ideas and more with more innovative ideas, and they share unlimitedly their ideas with each other, and they contribute some amount, even if it is little amount or it is a big amount, huge amount, but they share some amount. After getting done and after hitting the market more positively, after see watching the profits they are earning, they might get confused how to share the profits or how to give the expenditure to the company and how to separate themselves from the firm and how to take the accountability in case of loss. This will be a major crisis nowadays where new generation is facing. At that moment, at the point of establishing a company, they won't consider about all these legal formalities, and they doesn't even bother about the future consequences. But they have to remember that even if they are going to see lot many profits, or even if the company is facing losses, they should get ready to the future consequences, and they should prepare themselves with with the help of legal weapons, that too. So at least they should have a rough idea before they are starting up a company. No doubt we all should start a company with more positive thoughts, and we all should have fun in that process. And also we should focus on innovative ideas rather than thinking about the future profits, and it should not degrading the current the friendships or the current relations whatever we are maintaining. But it is always the suggestible is it is always good to learn about some legal formalities before you are sharing up any idea, any new innovative idea with your friends or with your business partner, or if you both are working for longer tenure, then you have to have some rough idea about the legal formalities. So let's discuss and you will understand eventually after going through this topic, and you can also share your comments. Why I'm putting this is not to why I'm putting this video is not to spread the negativity in between in among the fresher groups or among the entrepreneurs or among the startup company partners, but I just want to keep them safe legally because they are sharing their views and opinions and they are starting positively. So they have to sustain in the current market for a longer tenure. Your business should not run with on the basis of short term excitements and the short term opinions and the short term goals. It should run on the basis of long term goals, on the basis of long term purposes, and it should not get shut down only because of this legal confusions and because of small issues where we can fix at the initial stages itself. So, while starting up the company, we all will be having more positive thoughts. So, it will be better to know about the legal objections and legal complexities in a partnership form. I'm speaking about, not about the technicalities. I'm speaking about the partnership legal consequences and the rights, duties, and liabilities of the each partner so that they can segregate the accountability to each and every single partner who are dealing with that business formalities and who are contributing their capital, their variable valuable capital to the company. So let's discuss in detail. And if you have any comments, opinions, objections, definitely you can share with me in comment section. You can like or dislike even. I'm always welcoming such type of suggestions also. So let's discuss the topic. First point is right to take part in the conduct or management of the partner's business. So, say there are five partners in a business, which is a startup company, and they all contributed some amount of their money. Like each and every partner has given 50,000. Let's suppose I'm saying, and they started a small company to to innovate any app, like any application. Okay, so they all are freshers and they have no previous experience. So these five partners are starting a company, right? And we can treat it as a software company because they are introducing a new innovative application to the market. So this is the example here, situation. And then the first point should be right to take part in the conduct or management of the partner's business. So all the five members of this software company has right to take part in the management. It is not like only one or two members will be having the right to deal with the company matters, and others people will be treating as an outsider of the company after contributing some amount of money from their end. So again, here I want to mention this. Partners can themselves determine their rights by contracts. No need to follow other partnership forms. So here we need to understand that subject to their contract of the partnership, they should act accordingly. So the Partnership Act confers certain rights upon the partners of a firm which are unavoidable. Like before we are starting any company, we can write in an agreement form, in an agreement method, on our own basis. We can create our own rules. Maybe it can be different from others, it can be new thoughts even. Okay, still we can write an agreement with each other, but it should be realistic and possible in normal ways, right? So in such case, whatever they have taken the under the contract, those rules should be not avoidable by the law even. So they have to follow at any cost. So again here in normal partnership we will be having active partner, sleeping partner, and the partner with consent. So there are so many types of partnership. So it is all about how we are getting into the agreement before starting a company. So if we are avoiding everybody as a sleeping partner and we are considering everybody as an active partner, then this point will be applicable. If out of five partners, one partner is going to behave like a sleeping partner, then this point will be ruled out. This right to take part in the conduct management of the partnership business, because he himself is agreeing that he just want to act as a sleeping partner. Means what is sleeping partner here? He will be contributing some amount of capital, and he will not take much active decisions in that business, and he will not be contributing his daily role in that business. He himself is agreeing, maybe due to he is staying in abroad, or maybe he doesn't have much knowledge. Sometimes they'll be taking their parents amount and they will be treating them as sleeping partners. They doesn't need to come daily regularly, and they doesn't need to discuss all the company's affairs and all, but they just contribute, so that they'll be having signature authority. They'll be having right of sue the other partners. They'll be having other rights, but not this right of dealing with daily affairs of the company. They themselves are agreeing. If they have kept this type of agreement, then it will not be applicable. It is all about how they are entering into the agreement before starting of the company, right? So we need to understand. So section 12 under subclause 19, this is mentioned very clearly. And then the second point here is right to be consulted. So every partner has a right to get consulted before taking any decision, whether it can be a normal decision or a crucial fundamental matters. There will be no change. For every decision, they all the five members, if they are active partners, all members must be consulted with each other, and then only they can come up for any conclusion, and then they can take any decisions. So there is no change, there will be no change allowed to be made without consent of all the partners, and this is must again. And again, I'm saying for each and every point here, whatever I'm mentioning, the agreement is important with what type of rules they are entering into it. We must note this. So, as I said, in this example, I'm mentioning all the five partners are active partners, and they themselves have agreed with these type of points. Then only we can deal with this type of points. We can apply these type of points, legal points, right? So moving on to the next point, right to have access to books of the firm. So subject to contract between the partners, every partner has a right to have access to and to inspect and copy any of the books of the firm. This is according to section 12 under D. They mentioned very clearly right to have access to books of the firm subject to contract between the partners. Every partner has a right to have access to and to inspect and copy any of the books of the firm. So, as I said in this example, there are five partners. If only three members are continuously auditing the books and they are taking the information whenever they want, and the other two members are not getting access to such books, or they are not getting CC'd in the emails, or they are not getting the rightful information whenever they want, if they doesn't have access partially or completely, then these two partners can sue the other three partners. Got my point? So this will be the right to have access to books of the firm. Even they can have access, and they can inspect, or and they also can copy the information from the books. This is clearly mentioned in this type of legal agreements. And then the fourth point is right to have equal share in the profits again. So we all know this is very regular point. I need not to stress and I need not to mention very clearly. This will be understandable. So subject to any contract between the partnership, every partner has a right to have share in profits equally in profits earned. Here again, equally is again according to their agreement, maybe as per their proportionate to their capital contributions also the profits can be shared, or as per the agreement it can be on the basis of equal shares. So it will be varies, but every partner has right to get a share in profits earned by the company. It can be according to and proportionate to their capital investments again, subject to condition. So again, losses also proportionate to the capital investments they have to bear, sustained by the firm. We need to understand this point very crucially. It is not like profit should be in some type of proportionate and proportionate way, and losses, while coming to losses, it will be the calculation part will be in another way. It doesn't work out like that. Got my point? And it will be most of the times according to their capital contributions, and sometimes as per their agreement, according to their partnership roles, even as I said, sleeping partner role and active partner role and some other type of obligations, they will be taking coming to an agreement of the profit loss ratios. So, coming to another point, right to receive interest on capital even. So, once after investing some capital amount, every partner has the right, means the partnership deed itself provides that a partner beginning in bringing capital to its company into the firm is entitled to receive an interest on it at a certain rate. Again, this is not a fixed rate. There will be some calculation. There will be some type of fixed rates they have to follow. And however, interest subject fixed rates here means by the partners again here. So while entering into the agreement, they will come to an agreement about that percentages even. So, however, interest subject to contract between the partners shall be payable only out of profits. It's not about they cannot get that interest on the capital in case of loss or in as a loan or in any other way, but they can take interest on capital only in the time of profits, that too only out of profits. As per section 13 and subsection C, it is mentioned clearly. And right to receive interest on advances. So, subject to contract between the partners again, a partner making for the purposes of business any payment or advance beyond the capital he has agreed to subscribe is entitled to receive interest thereon at the rate of so and so. So, this interest rate will be according to the current market rates, whatever is the decided by the current market rates, and it is mentioned under section 13 and subclause D again. And right to be indemnified. So a partner can perform all such acts for protecting his firm or business from losses as would be performed by any person of ordinary prudence for acting under similar circumstances and conditions and as consequences of such acts. So, if a partner incurred loss, liability, he has every right to be indemnified by other partners. So, if he got liability due to the actions of the other partners, then he should be compensated. You understand, right? So, same way, a partner shall indemnify the firm for any loss caused to it by his willful neglect in the conduct of the business. At the same time, if a partner, due to his negligence, due to his code of conduct, or due to his malpractices, if company is facing any problems or facing any liabilities or any loss, minor or major, he should indemnify the firm. right? So both are, it is vice versa process, both are has both have rights to indemnify each other. And the other point is right to perform acts in emergency. So every partner has a right and authority in an emergency time to do all protecting acts so that firm can be saved by all such losses. So they have right to act to save the company in case of emergency. So it should not be questionable by the other partners again. And right to apply property of the firm for the purposes of the business of the firm again. So the all these partners, five partners, as an example, they have right to utilize the properties of the firm, but that too only to for the sake of business purpose only, but everybody can use the company properties, right? And coming to the next point, right to prevent introduction of a new partner. So in this example we already have five partners in this software company. So in according to this rule, it states that every partner has a right to prevent the new partner, means the introduction of any new partner without their consent. If one member is bringing up his brother or wife or sister or his father or any other friend who has lack of knowledge about this company, or for namesake, just for his happiness or just for his motives, personal motives, if he is bringing someone into the partnership after 6 months of establishment, after incorporating business, then the other four members has right to reject that partnership. No person can be introduced or admitted as a new partner into a firm without the consent of all the existing partners. But if those four members are agreeing to it by the name of their relationship in among them, then definitely a new partner or new member can come into the same agreement, and they can also join as a partner of that same firm. But subject to condition, all the five members need to agree to get a new member into that firm as a partner, not as an employee here again. So this should be noted. And finally, the last point is right not to be expelled. So there are other rights even. So I just want to conclude here. If you want, please let me know so that I can add those 3 points in another video. So for this moment it will be the last point, right not to be expelled. Section 33 subclause 1 states a partner may not be expelled from a firm by any majority of the partner save in the exercise in good faith of powers conferred by contract between partners. So, without any just and equitable cause, no partner should be expelled here. So, out of five members, if one member dislikes if the first partner dislikes the fifth partner, then he has no right to expel him by sharing some by dealing with other three members, and by bribing them or by giving them some false information, he cannot just like that he cannot expel the fifth member. Okay, they have to show some certain good cause to expel a partner from the firm after 3 months or after 6 months, if due to their insecurities or due to the fifth partner's real misconduct or whatever it may be, there must be some good reason, from for at least strong reason must be proved to expel somebody from the firm. So these are the main points where the new partners or any startup company who are joining with their friends or with their unknown people, even sometimes even from online also they gather and they try to introduce a new product or new venture or to any new application even, they must know this is a good idea to join with the new members and unknown members, but lack of knowledge always kills the main purpose of our life. So we need to understand that before jumping into any business, before dealing with known people or unknown people, we should all have certain knowledge about the legal formalities. It is to make sure that in future we have certain vision in our mind, what in case of failure, what in case of profits, what in case of some negative scenarios, how to deal with that. So even something goes wrong, we are ready to face that with certain type of backup, right? So without backup, if you are entering into any new company, what is the matter of starting of that company, right? So we all want to get prosperous life. We all want to start a company with long term goals, not for a short term goal, a purpose, and not to get negative consequences, right? So in order to go more positively, in order to deal with many people, and in order to get more accomplishments, we always should have some clarity about the legal formalities and about our own rights and our partner rights, and what are our duties and what are the other person's duties who is a partner over there, and how many partners are really required to any company, and what in case of loss or liabilities, or what in case of windfall profits. We all know about the windfall profits, right? And what in case of real liabilities and real profits. So we should have a clear picture. Then, even as a fresher, if you are entering into a company, your father and mother need not to become a backup plan for your future losses or future progress. Even they doesn't need to bother about your future. So you should have certain clear picture in your mind. Even if he is very trustworthy, even if she is very talented and more growth oriented person, still, even if you are lacking of knowledge comparatively with your friends, still you can have some legal knowledge with you, because you already know about yourself. So the remaining all are very intellectual people and very intelligent, and your contribution is low comparatively with them. Then just in case if something goes wrong, you will be the person who should come out of that organization, right? So you must know about these legal formalities. So in case, in contrary, if you are the intellectual and the remaining people are the people who cannot contribute much as you are contributing, still you need much knowledge about the legal formalities, because you are contributing more comparatively with your partners. Then also you have to gain lot of profit from the company, and the other members should not treat you as greedy and the a gold digger, right? So that's the reason every member should take informed decision. They should know about their rights, including you, and they should know about your duties and their duties, and how to act in case of loss, in case of liabilities, and where to invest in case of profits, and how to go further with profits, and what type of companies they have to tie up in case of future profits. So you have to write it down, you have to jot it down very clearly, and you can make your own rules in an agreement, and you have to legalize it on any stamp paper. So consult any legal advisor, and then start a company with free soul and free mindset without any negative thoughts. Then definitely nobody can stop from your future progress. So that's all for today. Thanks a lot. Please share my video. Please comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions, opinions. Please like my video. Thanks a lot.